Oh, there it is. All right. So, as you can see, we are having the error code 4. All right, we just took it for a little spin and it didn't do it, but now it is throwing the error code. So, it's been kind of intermittent, but it's been a lot more frequent. We're going to start with the more difficult sensor, and if that doesn't fix it, we'll replace the other sensor because it's cheaper than taking it to John Deere to let them diagnose the problem. Just to ship it up there, it's probably cheaper to buy both parts and replace them myself than it is just to pay to get it shipped up there because I don't have a trailer big enough. There are two sensors. One is the forward speed sensor, and the other is the engine crank sensor, which is somewhere near the flywheel transmission. So, to get to it, I'm gonna have to pull the loader arms off and then track it down. It's one bolt and an electrical connection. This is the sensor. It takes one bolt and it has an electrical connection. So it's going to be easy to find when I can find it on the front. It's just getting to it is kind of a pain. And again, it's going to cost me more to get it brought to John Deere for them to diagnose the problem than it is to just me throw one of these on or go get a second one and throw that on than it is for them to come pick it up, because they charge me mileage to come pick it up and it's ridiculously expensive. Plus then it's sitting there waiting for them to look at it. It's very inconvenient when there's two sensors and they're $94 a piece. Now also, I have had that tractor up there for the pedal sensors. It didn't do the issue when it was there, and they didn't replace the sensors. And then it continued to do it for me. They were more expensive sensors, but still, like I had them look at it and try and determine. I was ready for them to replace the sensors, but they didn't. So I did it myself. If it's a sensor, I can figure out the code and I can replace the parts. I know John Deere is really against people working on their own stuff, but if you're not actually going to fix my problem, I'm just going to do it myself. Bigger things, I'm going to let them deal with it. But sensors that I can somewhat easily get to, nah. And it's not that cold. It's 20 degrees outside. It'll be fine. I'll park in the sun and it'll be fine. It'll be fun. We'll be done quick. All right, I'm just gonna kind of poke around and see if I can find. All right, well, if you would like to see an in-depth video on removing the loader arms, or the loader, let me know in the comments down below. It's fairly simple. That's the second time I've done it. From everything that I've seen, it should be somewhere on the back of the engine near the flywheel. So from everything I've read online, which I cannot find any information for this tractor, and John Deere wasn't super willing to share. I mean, it could be, you know, this, which I don't think it is. It's some other sensor. It should be at the flywheel to detect the engine speed. This wire doesn't look like the right connection though to be the sensor we need it to be. It's for the parking brake. Alright. So I mean, what would make absolutely no sense is to have it behind the starter. It's not a very long cord, so the plug should be, if it is on this side, it should be very obvious that it's right here. Now I know on late 90s, early 2000 models, it is behind the starter. That wouldn't be like John Deere to get rid of sensors, because that's parts that can break and they can charge money for them. I really don't want to throw it in the back spot, put everything back together, and it still be a problem. Okay, so we are going to replace the sensor back here, because I cannot, for the life of me, find where where it could potentially be. Not sure if this is going to leak hydraulic fluid everywhere or not. So we have the other sensor ready to go. Take that bolt out. Put it in my pocket. For the sensor they have given me, I cannot find it anywhere on the front of this tractor. And I can't find a diagram or something related to this. Watch your head. Anywhere on. We're going to hang that so we don't lose that. There we go. All right. We're going to have the sensor just resting here. Oh, you. Of course not. Okay, now we have to figure out how to get this bracket out of the way. All right, we'll take that wire and get that out of the way. We can get to this cotter pin. Cool, that didn't hurt. That's good. Oh, there we go. Okay, now let's get. All right. Come on. Come on. Okay. Come on. It's just caught a little bit. Come on. I love doing this. There we go. That was easy. Just hope that this fixes the problem, because I really need the tractor usable again, because I gotta put the front end back on, because I gotta leave tomorrow morning with the truck. Other way. All right. One thing down. And then throw. Plug this in. Cool. Bring this one down. Where's that plug? There it is. I don't know what that one does. There we go. We'll get that back on in a second. Well, I probably should have put the cotter pin back in before I... Holy cow. Oh no. It was easy because I separated the two of them. The upside to working on the tractor is there's loads of room for rolling around on the floor. Don't eat that. Sweet. There we go. All right, so we replaced that sensor in the back. Couldn't find anything on the front, so let's just give it a quick start. Raise up the snowblower. Dial it up a little bit. It feels so weird driving the tractor without anything on the front. We're just gonna drive it down the road for a second, shut it off, and then start it back up and start driving again, just to see if we can get it to trigger that issue again. Stop. Turn it off. So with the sensor, with the error code on, we were not able to put it in the cruise control, whatever it's technically called. But basically, it's cruise control. You set it, you set your speed, you get that, then you press, hold that, the green light comes on, take your foot off the pedal. This is, handy if you're just driving one speed for a long distance, and then you don't have to worry about it. So this is currently working. Turn that off. So I don't want to say, it's fixed, because, well, quite frankly, I don't trust this tractor that much. So we may have to test it out in the morning just to see if it'll actually stay off, come back on, what it's gonna do. I'm just gonna turn it off again. I'm not gonna set the parking brake. I'm just gonna start driving in at just idle, and then idle it up as we're driving. Huh. Well, I'm not saying it's fixed, but with some further testing, we'll know for sure. I cannot find anything online about this. The only thing it's pulling up is that it has two sensors, one at the flywheel for the timing of the engine, and the others for the speed. So either A, the information that I'm finding online is incorrect and they did away with that forward sensor, or B, they incorporated it into a different sensor altogether and it's a whole module thing. I don't know. So for now it's fixed. Well, if there's not a follow-up to this, we have fixed the tractor with replacing that sensor. Unfortunately, I took the whole front end apart for nothing, because that sensor doesn't exist on the front of this tractor. It just doesn't exist. So maybe I should have just replaced that sensor in the back and we would have been good. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If you enjoyed this episode, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. We will catch you in the next one. Time to throw the front end back on so I can get the weight out of the truck, so I can head down the highway tomorrow without 800 pounds sitting in the back.